In this video, we're going to configure a bare metal application to run from the DDR. The application used can be found in the bare metal library. It's in the PolarFire SoC bare metal library repository, in the example folder, in MSS-MMUART, then MPFS-MMUART-interrupt. Clone the repository and import the project into Soft Console. When you've imported it, there are several things to configure in the project. The first is changing the MPFS HAL first heart define. It's found in the MSS software config.h file, which is located in the source folder, in platform config reference. Then, in the MPFS HAL config folder, you can find the MSS software config file. In here, near the top, you can find the MPFS HAL first heart define. By default, it's set to a value of 0. For this configuration, it should be set to a value of 1. This uses the U54_1 as the main heart for the system. There's a second define 2/3 of the way down that's included by default called MPFS HAL hardware config. By default, it's defined for this configuration, and we want to comment it out. In systemstartup.c, which can be found in source, platform, MPFS_HAL, systemstartup.c contains the first heart function, which is executed by the U54_1, as we just set it to be the first heart of the system. There are several function calls contained within if-defined blocks, such as configuring the cache, initializing the PMPs, etc., throughout system startup. These will no longer be executed as we commented out the MPFS HAL hardware config define. The HSS will already have completed this configuration. Any remaining function calls will be executed by the U54_1 as it is set as the first heart. Now that the hardware setup is configured, we need to configure the linker script. In the source folder in platform config reference, you can find the linker script folder. By default, the MPFS lim.ld file is used. In this case, we want to use the MPFS DDR e51.ld file. This uses the cached DDR as the memory for the system. To change the linker script, right-click on the project folder and select Properties. In the C/C++ build section, select the Settings heading. In here, you can see the GNU X-C linker. Select General and double-click on the linker script used. We can see it's the MPFS lim.ld. Select the Workspace option and navigate to the MPFS DDR e51.ld file in the project. And select OK and apply the settings. Finally, for the application, the E51 file can be removed as it's running the HSS, so the weakly linked function available in systemstartup.c will park the heart. For the U54_1, we've copied in all of the messaging code that was being run on the E51 along with the UART handlers, changing them to UART1. In the next video, we will import the HSS project into a Soft Console workspace, configure it, and build it.